morning and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm David Steele and here's my truck today. Today we are in the Renault Magnum. Now let's go ahead and get the Magnum started up. Interesting engine, right? Well, spoiler alert, this Renault is running a Mack engine. Okay, let's go ahead and get the truck configured. So we want the lights on. It's going to be a bit of a night drive. We've got about £45,000 today. We've got a couple of hundred kilometers to drive. It's about, I guess, 6:30 in the evening. Oh, it's actually 7:15. What do you know? Let me go ahead and just move off. We'll talk a little bit about what we've got today in terms of truck and what we're doing, and why I'm playing around with a Mack engine in a Renault. And there's a very good reason for that. Well, I mean, it's a V8, so do you need a good reason other than it's a V8? It may be. The Magnum we're using today is just a 4x2. It's, well, I think they're all 4x2 actually. Come to think of it. Oh, that's a good camera view. Okay. It's finished in splendid yellow. That's what I've called it. Or danger yellow, or Peterbilt yellow, I don't know what you want to call it. Either way. Okay, we're going to have to... She can check my map. Where do I go? Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright, so... Yes, we have a Mack powertrain here. Wow, I'm yawning already. Now, the reason for the Mack powertrain, because in the very late 70s, Renault Commercial, well, I think it's Renault themselves, bought a stake in Mack trucks, and they did increase that stake, and then later on they essentially, oh, did I just run into that? No, I didn't. Okay, they bought a stake in Mack, and so you will see some Renault trucks with Mack badges. Mack trucks with Renault badges. I'm not sure quite which way round it goes. I don't suppose it matters that much. Oh, thanks, traffic lights. Okay. And we know that Renault used the V8. Just noticed something with that dashboard there. Let's go ahead and adjust my seat a little. Yeah, what do you know? It looks like there's a chunk missing. Huh. Maybe it's by design. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the front. Maybe, or is it just the wiper blade? I think it's just the wiper. Okay, never mind. Never mind. False alarm. I guess it's just a little weird to have something like that there. Right. Green light. Off we go. Yeah. So Renault. Use some Mack engine. Now we know that they use the V8. This is what we've got. What we've got today. Dang, I'd forgotten how responsive this little V8 is. I say little. It's not that little. Essentially, it's the E9. It's the E1005, the 360 horsepower version. This engine produces just over 1850 newton-meters of torque. So it's not... Oops, okay. It's not the most torquey engine in the world, and it does need a few revs to perform. But it sounds nice. And you have to spin it up a little bit, which I'm not quite doing. I guess we turn... I think we go left here. Yeah, I think so, okay. Wow, that's confusing. Okay, let's get the thing up to speed. We have a 12-speed Mack transmission under here as well. It's the actually it's essentially the 12-speed that comes with the Mack R. It's the overdrive box, so it's a 387 final drive, I believe. Now, with this engine, what that means is that you're essentially not able to use top gear effectively until you're pretty much doing 85 kilometers per hour, about sort of 53, 54 miles an hour. Now, that's not the end of the world, because in Spain, Portugal, you've got a lot of roads that have a speed limit of 90 kilometers per hour, such as the one that we're on right now. I mean, other than the fact that I have a habit of rolling over my European trucks if I go too quickly. So, we'll see. I need to move over to the right-hand lane, but that's what this Vauxhall Astra's let me in, or Opel Astra, or whatever they're called. Right, so here we are doing 80 kilometers per hour at 1500 revs. If I try and encourage the upshift, it won't hold on to it. So let's get my speed up to 85. There you go. Yeah, so 83 kilometers per hour is where the shift point is set. I'm using the 12-speed in automated. Now, that's completely fine. Generally, if you're using this engine in the US, you're typically going to be cruising at 55. Now, this particular is because it's been a while since I've used this Mack V8, and I enjoy it because it's a V8 and it sounds wonderful, and it's kind of in keeping with the Renault Magnum. So there is that too, and it's an interesting mix to have very American guttural, grunty sounding engine with a rather quaint, we must speak with a French accent truck. And you'd think never the twain would they meet, but here they are. And also what's curious is if you spend time in forums and whatnot, you see that American truckers look more favorably on the Renault Mack deal than they do in the Volvo Mack. And this is obviously a very broad sweeping statement and a general thing. But I wonder if at the time they had the same opinion. I don't know. Either way, I'm getting to use a Mack V8 in Europe in a French truck. I mean, life doesn't get any better than this. Recording this in a week of unusual goings on in the US, this seems pretty par for the course. So yeah, that's what, 1300 revs at, I think so, at 56 miles an hour, which is about right, and it's quite happy. We have fuel consumption. Yes, we do. We have a fuel consumption showing that's clearly faulty, because it's saying I'm getting 10 miles per gallon at this speed. I mean, we are cruising, but are we going down a hill, I wonder? I don't know. It's not what I'd expect from a 16-litre V8, but hey, I'll take it. And here's another interesting little snippet for you. So, of course, the Renault sold, Renault sold their interest in Mack, essentially the Volvo. In fact, I think the corporate deal was such that Renault has a stake in the Volvo Mack enterprise. I may be wrong there. Actually, I'll bring my speed down. Let's use the engine brake. I don't want to speed it. There we go. And that in itself is interesting. But Mack and Scania shared engine platforms back in the day, and we're talking 80s, 70s, 80s. And the V8 that you find in today's Scania can trace its heritage back to the Mack V8. So does this mean I should put the Mack V8 in the Scania trucks? I mean, it should fit, you would think, because the engine is a cousin. On the other hand, that's maybe a little bit like saying, I don't know if I can go down that road, as in saying your cousin is too close to yeah, let's not go that way. I'm not even going to go down that line of topic, and if you're wondering what on earth I'm talking about, just nod your head and we'll move on. Leave it at that. I didn't appreciate we'll be heading west so much into the sun, but okay. See if we can do that drive-by view of this bright Mack. There we go. Yeah, so there's a sort of there's an interesting mix there that I can't find, or is it all okay? In that that the engine under here is a relative of the Scania V8s, and so should I put Scania V8s into Renaults? I mean, they ought to fit, or the Mack V8 into Scanias. I'm very close to any engine, any truck, we don't care. Don't really want to go down that road, I don't think. I think I quite like having... If you really want a Mack engine in Europe, you need to buy a Renault. Rather than you can buy any truck, it's completely fine, it'll work, not a problem. I guess... Okay. I guess we get told every mile or two. Okay. Definitely going down a hill though, because look, 7 miles per gallon now, but yeah. So if you're wondering what I'm looking at, the dashboard of the Magnum, it's actually an interesting dashboard. I think it makes a lot of sense. You've got a digital speed readout right in the center, that's fine. You've got a trip computer with information to the right hand side and also a bit on the left as well. The left gives me the current outside temperature and the current time. So it's 20:43 or 8:43 if you are not used to 24-hour or military time. That's why it's getting dark. On the right hand side, the trip computer shows my fuel consumption right now, my gear change and cruise control settings, and the total number of kilometers that this little beast has traveled, which is not that many, actually, 29,000. Change my trip computer, so that's my fuel remaining. It looks like I've got engine oil temperature on there, and that appears to be maybe boost and coolant temperature. Let's see what happens when I give it some power. Nope, it's not boost. Maybe it's just oil pressure. Also, the last gauge was coolant temperature and not oil temperature, because this is oil temperature showing on the dashboard. Oh, it's 292,000 kilometers, my bad. Right, cruise is back on. What else have we got? Litres left in the tank, an estimated range of 3,000 kilometers. We probably won't be getting 3,000 kilometers with this engine on the hood, but okay. Hey, we discovered Pharaoh. Right, let's bring the speed down, I think. Oh, it's one of these weird-ass roundabouts with traffic lights. Because obviously you need traffic lights. I'm just going to use 2 lanes. Oh, okay. Mount it up here. Let's go all over the pavement there, all over the path. Sidewalk. I mean, I don't think it's a big issue to go up here. I just wanted to get a more dramatic view of it, but I don't think we can, really. Still, I can use the mirrors that SCS's truck training helps me realize what on earth they're for. I never really use them. That's the front mirror, top mirror, which is the middle of my windscreen right now, and then the side mirror here shows me how close I am to an object there. So I'm moving left a little bit to try and get myself centralized. That top mirror is in a great place. But I think I can go a little bit for yes, I can. So inch it forward. There we go. It's gone green. So put my parking brake on, put it in neutral, turn the lights off. I'm going to switch to the outside view, and we'll go ahead and shut it down and get this cargo unloaded. Right, fuel consumption did not seem too bad, given that this engine can be kind of thirsty in the American game. But we did 202 kilometers and 84 liters, so that is about 5.5 to the gallon. You know, all said and done, that's not bad. I mean, we were doing 56 miles an hour, but that's not bad at all. Euro trucks are more aerodynamic than conventional US-style trucks. Discuss. And thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you had a good one, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks so much. Goodbye. Goodbye.